So here to give us some more insight into the primary election, 7 News Detroit editorial director Chuck Stokes. And Chuck's, so many big races at stake. So let's talk about where we're focusing.
At the top of the ticket,
Yeah.
the U.S. Senate race. That is one in which Republicans think they have a chance of getting back in there. You know how long ago it was when we had a Republican senator? You remember the name Spencer Abraham? That's
Sure.
how long ago. 1995 to 2001, he represented that seat. He then was plucked by George Bush to become Energy Secretary. Debbie Stabenow took that seat over, and she has held that seat for 23 years.
Impressive.
Gary Peters on the other side. Democrats have had a lock on that seat. Carl Levin before that. They think that they have a good chance. Mike Rogers, who was considered a moderate Republican, now, quote unquote, a MAGA Trump Republican, because he has Trump's endorsement and his support. He thinks that he can ride that red wave back into Washington. Whether or not he does it, we'll have to wait and see, but it is an awfully close race from the polling that we see. But if it turns out to be Rogers, he can't take it for granted. He's got to go up against Alyssa Slotkin or Hill Harper. Those are two big names on the Democratic side. They're doing battle tonight. So we're going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, we've seen Hill in the streets and in the city quite a bit. We've seen
been.
Slotkin and on television with her appeal about her mother quite a bit. So that looks like it's going to be a tough one.
It is. It is a hard-fought race between the two of them. Of course, the incumbency right now is with Slotkin because she has been in Washington. She has a boatload of money, so she's using all that. But Hill Harper has been running a respectable race, a hard race. He's trying to galvanize. He's saying that he's the outsider and that Washington needs an outsider, not a career politician. Whether or not that sticks with the people, we'll have to wait and see.
So what about the national stage? A huge announcement today from the vice president and her pick for running mate. How do we see that impacting us here in Michigan? You
know, Glenda, I cannot remember when I've seen a bigger contrast of candidates on the Democratic and Republican side. You've got Kamala Harris, the San Francisco, big city savvy, coupled with a Minnesota person from the Midwest. Of course, you have Donald Trump, the whole Mar-a-Lago, some would say the Mar-a-Lago Majesty, coupled in with a Buckeye from Ohio, the state that says it's the heart of it all. We're going to see a huge contrast in policies and ideas and style. And the American people oftentimes will vote with their pocketbook, but sometimes they will also just vote with, who do I want to maybe go golfing with if I had that opportunity? This is going to be an interesting battle. And of course, everything is showing that it's close. Michigan, along with Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, we are those bellwether states. The race to the White House goes through these states, and maybe now along with Ohio and Minnesota.
Diverse on our ticket, diverse in our country. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
All right, Chuck, we'll see you again this evening, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Always good with you.
Okay.